my previous video, we talked a lot about the benefits of mullein. Today, we're going to focus primarily on the flower, specifically on how to make mullein flower oil. Mullein has a ton of beneficial properties in it, and it may be used for a wide variety of issues. You can use all parts of this plant, roots, leaves, and the flower. The flower specifically has anti-inflammatory as well as antibacterial properties in it, so it also has the potential to be used for a variety of issues. Mullein only blooms in its second year. The first year it's going to have a rosette form and just have the leaves.
Like this.
This particular plant is a 2-year-old plant. It'll produce these really long stalks and it'll be covered in bright yellow flowers. Now most of the time whenever mullein starts blooming, it only produces a few blooms a day. As you can see, all the blooms aren't fully open, so every day it blooms a little bit more. So if you don't find a couple plants that are blooming, it can take you a while to gather all the blooms that you need. Now I like to collect the individual blooms. Like so. You simply just pick the flowers off. Some people will cut the entire seed head off, chop it up, and prepare it. But for me, I prefer to collect different parts of the plant at different times so that I can prepare them in different ways. I am not a doctor, and I am by no means trying to treat, cure, or diagnose you. Once you've got your flowers harvested, what do you do next? Some people will rinse them. I don't. I simply take mine, I line parchment paper in a container that's going to get plenty of air through it and let them air dry. I let mine sit for about a day or so. It don't take long for them to dry out, and it gives them plenty of time for the creepy crawlies to crawl away. And if they don't, well, it'll be okay, because you're going to strain your oil at the end, and well, if they choose to meet their demise that way, then so be it. It'll be fine. Now you can use the flowers fresh in your oil. The issue with that is the moisture from the flowers, even if you're using a wilted bloom, it can make the oil go rancid quicker. I prefer to dry my flowers, that way I get a longer lasting oil. Have you a clean jar, take your dried flowers and put them in your jar. Once you have your jar full, then you need to choose a carrier oil. For mullein flower oil, I like to use olive oil. The reason I use olive oil for a carrier in my mullein, for one, it tends to have a longer shelf life. Don't go as rancid as quick. This oil can also be used in the mouth for mouth ulcers. You want a carrier oil that is ingestible. Sometimes people will add garlic into their oil and infuse it all in one. I don't tend to do that. I will infuse my garlic separately because I don't use mullein flower oil just for earaches, which is predominantly what a lot of people use it for. Add your oil to your flowers. You're gonna add enough oil so that the flowers are barely covered. About like that. Label and date it. Now go set this in a cool, dark place where you're gonna shake every couple days and you're gonna let it infuse. I let mine sit 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes longer, and I'll start using it. Some people only let theirs sit 2 weeks. I find the longer it sits, the more it has time to infuse. Dried flowers in this, which is my preferred method, because I will use the dried flowers not only for this oil, but I will add them to teas or tinctures later on. And the dried flowers are okay and just as good as using a fresh flower, because the beneficial properties of the flower are still going to remain even in the dried form. Like I said, a lot of people will go ahead and add some crushed garlic in with their mullein flower, and that's perfectly fine. Garlic adds a great antimicrobial benefit to the flowers. However, I not only use this oil for earache, I use it for other purposes as well, such as it could be used for mouth ulcers, a massage oil. This oil can also be used for postpartum issues, such as lacerations from tears during birth, hemorrhoids. You can use this oil straight out or turn it into a salve, which is one of the things I plan to do with my oil, which I will use on skin issues such as bug bites, sunburns, bruises, wounds, and cuts. Hopefully this helps you be able to make your own mullein flower oil.